My name is Enzo, and this is my colleague, Jonathan. And we are going to talk about our concepts, compact sports. But before we go into talk about that, I'm going to talk about the situation and the fiscal backlog. As most of you already know, and fiscal backlog is undergoing a big change, or will be undergoing that soon. And it will be, the former industry train will be undergoing a big change. It will be renewed, it will be developed, it will be a whole new community with housing accommodations, shops, businesses, etc., etc. But of course it comes with problems, and one of the problems is the transition period. And this period of time there will be virtually nothing to do there. There won't be a lot of activities, nor will there be a lot of place for activities. And for the people that will live there in that period, this will be very inconvenient and just plain old boring. So we were thinking about finding a solution for that problem. Of course, this solution should be compact, easy usable, easy accessible, and of course, it should be entertaining. And the solution we came up with was compact sports. And of course, what is compact sports? Basically, compact sport is a set of cubes that can be easily deployed in sport fields. The concept is very simple. Each of the cubes can be unfolded into a wall, and this wall will be the goal of the sport field. And the spaces between these goals will serve as the actual sport field. So these goals there can be played multiple sports with these goals. But of course the main focus of the sports here are the top favorites, soccer and basketball. So what we're trying to accomplish here is to make easy, portable and easy setup sport field. One of the advantages of this product that makes it stand out is that you can create a sport field virtually everywhere. If you have a good screen, you can set up the walls, the goals, and then you can just start to play. It is easy to set up, easy to put away again, so that virtually everybody could use it.
Now, how do you deploy it? You have 6 panels. Between the panels is a small gap, and you can put your hand in and just pull it open. So at first, you pull out one of the sides, and then you push up the top. And it's a thrust mechanism which locks into place. So as soon as it's up, it's locked. And to unlock it, you press the lock and it will pull down again. The sides will also lock into place. So these trusses will be onto the panel when you fold it up and will be locked in here when the wall is set up. Also between the panels you have this fabric to completely go and make it smaller. Because it's a truss system, it's very lightweight and as strong as you'd expect a basketball goal to be. So you can slam dunk the basket, it's no problem. Furthermore, VKL will be undergoing changes. So there will be cranes moving in, building supplies moving in, and some areas will be available and some areas will not be available. So you can move and deploy this field, you can use whatever is available, like the infrastructure, the rails, you can use them to ride compact sport around and roll around the site. So that's our project. One more question.
It's an engineering project, but you don't hardly hear much about who can use it, who will use it.
It's for the residents of Vel, whilst not everything is complete yet. So the apartments will be finished, but the complete site will not yet be finished.
Why should we fly it? Well, why does it have to be a box? Even the basket ring, if you want to protect it, it's outside, it stays outside. And for the rest, I protect a line. line of the goal.
We make
It's as a big construction to when if I have a goal, maybe it's easier to make it out of wood or out of steel and leave it that way. So there's no construction, there's no moving parts that make it complex and fragile.
Well, we made it a box because if you see the goal, it is quite large. It's 3 meters on 3 meters, and yes, to transport such a thing, even if it's lightweight, it's still a bit hard. But if we go about it like a cube, it is much easier to transport.
The cube is still, there's a lot of air inside. It's still big.
Yes.
But the idea of the cube is that you can transport and roll it away on train tracks. And you cannot do that with the regular goal.
But then,
Also, when
I'm not
you
sure that you didn't mention that in the presentation, I think,
No?
because it's quite important. It's a heavy box. So, well, it's good that you can move it on train tracks, but then again, your concept that you can move it virtually everywhere is not correct.
that's the side of the trail, so you can only move it there and on train tracks and where there's space available. But the point is that when the contractors need space for something, you can move it away, move it out of their way and go place somewhere else. And that's something you cannot do with a permanent goal.
It just doesn't feel like a solid story that you think. It's not finished to me.
Who will buy this? Electricity? Is it an evidence like this? Is it just sport club?
Yes, we thought it would be combined with the fiscal project itself, because if there's if you're building with your own project, that there is at least some kind of activity going on, that people can do some kind of thing while the constructions are going on.
Why did you buy the construction?
Yes, that would be the main idea behind it.
Is there something else in the box? Because it looks like a present.
At this time we had nothing inside the box, but
Would it be a nice idea to put balls in the box?
yes, that's an idea indeed.
But the line field.
Yes.
When you started your explanation of the project, it immediately made me think of the speelstraat. Here in Flanders we have a concept, it's called playing street, because children are not able to play in the streets anymore. There's too much traffic, it's too dangerous. So if you want, you can call the city and ask if they just finish the street, start and the ending of the street, and then for this afternoon, children will play in the street again. They don't provide anything, they just have the fencing, and the street is up to the children. I think it's a nice idea, and it's been working for years now, and people do it from time to time in different areas. It made me think of it, but then again, this is very technical, very heavy. But why not? Why maybe a city can provide and the space on the street with maybe some equipment to play. I think that might maybe be a nice concept. It's just an idea for the moment. And while you have a product, and I think your idea is the concept around it is not very elaborate.
You need a product that has to be more vandal-proof, because it's tiny sheets of wood or plastic, and it can be broken easily because there's no inspection or no. And it must be, when you make it small, it must be much smaller. You can also play football when you have 2 shirts and you make your goal like this with 2 shirts. The game is the same.
Yes.